when I started my business in 1995, it was very difficult. I had an idea. I invited 24 of my friends in my apartment because that year I went to Seattle, my first trip to the USA. In Seattle, I discovered internet. And I think this thing in the future may change the world. Yeah, I went to the Seattle, and a friend of mine, he had a small office with like 4 or 5 computers. I never touched computer in my life before because computer was so expensive to me and so complicated. But my friend said, this is internet. Just to typing whatever word you want to type. I said, no, too expensive. I don't know which one to do. Even now, I don't know how a computer works. So he said, Jack, it's not a bomb, just to type whatever. So I typed the word China. There's no information about China. So I say, what if we can make some China information on the internet? Let people know about China. So that was the idea. So I came back to China and say, I want to resign from my school.
You were a teacher?
I was a teacher. I've been teaching in the university for 6 years. So I said, I want to do it. I invited 24 of my friends to my apartment. After 2 hours of explaining what I'm going to do internet, and 23 of them say, forget it. He said, this thing never worked because there's no such thing called internet in the world. You know nothing about a computer, so why you want to do this? And only one people, he said, Jack, if you want to try it, just to try it. But if there's something wrong, just come back. And after a whole night thinking, I say, I still want to do it. Because most of the people, they have a fancy ideas in the evening, but in the day, when they wake up in the morning, they go back to do the same job. We have to do something different. So from there, I started my business borrowing $2,000 from my relatives and friends. Since 1995, I started business. I almost failed every project, never survived. So 1995, I got an idea saying, if China is going to join WTO, a lot of Chinese products is going to sell across the board. So if I can make a site that can help Chinese products selling outside and helping the small business in the other country sell to the other part of the world, that was the concept. So 1999, I started Alibaba in my apartment. So when Alibaba started, 18 founders in my apartment, I told everybody, say, put all your money savings on the table, leaving the money for 10 months food and room, rent yourself. The money you have put on the table, I want to gather the money, and nobody should borrow the money from parents. Nobody should borrow money from friends, because I don't want to make your parents and friends bankrupt because doing Alibaba. So 18 people, we gathered $50,000. We started Alibaba in my apartment. If somebody say, I give you $1 million and I give you trust, which one I would choose? I choose those people who give me the trust, because it's the trust that make us be united. It's the trust. I think 18 founders, they trust me. Because they trust me, I have to be very loyal to them and loyal to the mission that we have. When people trusting in you, that's the most valuable things. I think later when we got a lot of venture capitalists invested us, the thing they noticed is that because my team trusts me and I trust my teams. If you want to have a smart people work for you, the smart people need to be managed by culture, not by rules and laws. So in our company, we spend most of the time about the culture. And the base of the culture is the trust. Like any entrepreneur, when you start a business, you start to worry, and people around you worry much more than you do. When I started Alibaba, my parents worry, my wife worry, my friends worry, my teachers worry, my students worry, everybody worry. And they worry about a lot of things. The only thing that I worry is that I should not disappoint the people who believe in me. And when we started the Alibaba, we have a lot of things people worry. You know, when we started Alibaba, say, hey, you don't have a payment, you don't have a trust. People do not believe in online, they believe in face-to-face meeting. And government does not support internet, nobody supports e-commerce. How could you do it? I think as an entrepreneur, if everything is ready, that does not need you. Because nothing's ready, that needs entrepreneurship. I've been saying this to my team since when we were in the apartment. When we're in the apartment, I say, guys, in the next 10 years, or in the future, Alibaba will be the top 10 websites of the world. And my founders look at me and say, what does number 10 mean? Today we are ranking like a 500 million something at the back. But you have to believe it. If something, everybody believe it, everybody love it, forget about it. That's not your opportunity. Because when everybody agrees why this opportunity should be yours. Because a lot of people don't agree with it. And you think this is good, think carefully and find a group of people working together. And making sure the people working with you together believe the dreams. Whether investors believe in this or not, whether your friends believe it or not, whether your parents believe it or not, that's not important. You believe it, your team believe it, and work day and night on this. That's how the things happens. Right. My investor did not, after 10 years they invested us, they still don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, people say, "Why, Jack, you have so many great investors." Yeah, they are great because they believe Jack Ma can do something. But what exactly he's doing, they probably don't understand. Then I told the team that internet is like a 10,000 meters running racing. We just finished the first 100 meters yet. Do not think the people beside you is a competitor. Do not think your neighbor Tom is a competitor. I think, look at the thing you do is do not focus your eyes on the competitor. As you are too small to focus yourself on your neighbor or competitor. Focus your customers. Make your customer happy is important. For the first 3 years of Alibaba, we had no revenue, no business model. And I told the team, forget about the money revenue today. If you want to be a long-term company, the only thing think about is customers. I love to be with the entrepreneurs because you guys reminds me the past 18 toughest years that we've got. And I believe one thing, I'd give my advice to all of you as an entrepreneur. Today is very difficult, and tomorrow is even more difficult. But the day after tomorrow is very beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. You have to work hard, you have to learn, you have to rely on your team. The best assets you have is that you are young. Don't complain. Let the other people complain. Those people who complain, those people who fail. And do not always say, well, I don't have. Think about how you can make things different. Use your own brain to think. Is that true? Is that an opportunity inside? Is there anything I can do that make the difference? Think about this. And then when you think about this, start to do it. Make the move. Make the action. To everybody, to any person, tomorrow is new. And believe one thing, this is also another last advice I want to give you. You have to work very hard. Either work for the others or work for yourself. And I choose the way work for myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ken from TMC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit the like button below. If you guys want to see more of these videos, make sure you click the subscribe button below. We'll be posting more of these videos mostly every week. We've been posting some entrepreneurial advice and motivational videos on our Instagram account, so please check them out and let us know what you think about them. And finally guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.